cultural competent educator is an educator who understands each student's individual cultural backgrounds, beliefs, and values. They create a multicultural education environment for their students that respects their cultures, beliefs, and values. They respect the application of social justice and that their students need resources and opportunities equal to each of the students. On a cultural competency continuum chart, I see myself culturally competent because I believe in accepting all my students no matter who or where they come from. I believe in their own individual cultures and respect them individually. I believe in being unbiased as a staff member when it comes to my students' cultural backgrounds and beliefs. I am also always ready to learn new things about new cultures and issues like social and economic neighborhoods and regarding families of the LGBTQ plus and the needs that they have. I think the best step in deepening my culture tendency is always questioning and assessing myself to see of areas that need improvement, whether I see something biased in certain cultures or different beliefs. I can always question and assess where I need to add new strengths to those areas. I then need to look up different resources and research to go further. I can make sure that I can talk to someone of a different cultural background and I can interview them and ask questions. I can sit down and have meals with them. I can even ask them about different literal resources like a book or a magazine to further my knowledge on their culture. I can also go to cultural events in the community or even big community churches for events like Greek Fest or a local Cinco de Mayo parade, or even ask to volunteer in food banks and other cultural resources to deepen my knowledge of the culture itself. Cultural inclusivity can look like adding cultural books into my background or my library, like books about disabilities, book about LGBTQ plus. I can also add books about Africa, Asia, or other countries to encourage my students also to learn about other cultures and also to be inclusive towards the students themselves by giving them a diverse representation. I can also diverse my representation through toys and games, like having Barbies of different skin tones or disabilities for my children. I can also add local cultural events to my parent board for my parents and my students to expand their knowledge of different cultures. I can do this by adding parades or festives on the board to let people know what's going on in the community. I can always respect my students even if their beliefs do not align with my own. I can respect them by treating them with love and tolerance because I believe that all students deserve an education and a staff member or teacher in this case that loves and treats them with the utmost respect that they deserve no matter what.